Happy February. Oops, I scared Cash. Today we are making chili, and the recipe that I have used for, oh, I'm throwing it around with my one hand, for years is by The Wholesome Dish. It's called The Best Classic Chili, and I really recommend it. It's the only chili recipe I've ever tried or had to try. Right now I'm still at the part of cooking the meat. Gigi's just meowing away, and then we're gonna start adding in all the liquids. So after like the meat isn't pink anymore, I still see a little bit of pink, so I'm still gonna go with the browning part. Then we're gonna add in the liquids. So we have beef broth, we've got kidney beans, diced tomatoes, and tomato sauce. And then I bought like a little mix of corn muffin to make in the oven as well. And the kitties think that something is happening, but it's not their dinner time. Aw. And I have the recipe pulled up on my laptop over there. Still meowing, but everything is in here now. So now it's going to be simmering for about 20 to 25 minutes. I just lowered the heat so it's a little bit more simmer-like. Oh my gosh. Now I can get going on the corn muffin mix, and I'm gonna need just 1 egg and 1/3 cup of milk. It's gonna take 20 minutes, so that's perfect. Like, it's gonna kind of be done when the chili's done. And I do want to mention for this recipe, there's a lot of different spices that are called for, but I honestly don't use any of it, like the cumin, the garlic powder, salt, pepper, the sugar. The only thing that I use from the recipe is chili powder. And then the other adjustment is that I keep all the liquid from the kidney beans. I throw that into the pot, and I also recommend getting like some cheddar cheese or Parmesan, whatever you like to sprinkle on top. All right, now I'm going to start the baking process. I'm literally using a cereal box as like a tripod. And I have a mixing bowl, but it's huge. So I'm just gonna use this pot to mix everything. I'm gonna grab the egg and the milk that we need as well. So how is your February going so far? Because it's like the month of love. So I hope that we're all feeling the love. Whatever form of love that is relevant, you know. For me, hopefully this month will be pretty good. I don't have anything like major changes and such coming up. I have to crack this egg, so why don't we use my Snoopy cup. It still has like the price from the book off that we thrifted it from in Japan, so that I don't wreck the pot by breaking eggshells on it. And then, oh right, so I was saying that I don't really have like any major changes or anything planned for this month. It is a little bit of like a show heavy month. I have 6 shows, and then just continuing to work on my solo show through March probably. And then have it go up in April. And oh, I'm also planning a day trip upstate with my friends, so I think that will be awesome. I just love doing little trips like that. And then for Valentine's Day, I think we're just gonna be doing like dinner. Yeah, and then we also need to plan a trip in April, so maybe I can take like Valentine's Day or roundabouts there to plan out exactly where we're going and make our booking, like Airbnb and such. But shoot, I forgot how much I'm using only 1/3 cup of milk. Okay, I'm gonna have to just like pour it back into the carton. I mean, it's okay. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay. You know, my Pyrex is clean. And if you don't want to make cornbread, then you can totally just buy like a baguette or whatever kinds of food if you want any food on the side. I love getting like a French baguette and having chili with that so that it's like you can just toast it up and it's gonna be warm and great for dipping and all that. And this recipe I literally make a few times every winter, every single winter. It's like too hot of a dish, if that makes sense, for summer, but I just love it. Like I always, whenever I remember to come back to it, it's so good. Okay, so now we're gonna mix it together, stir ingredients together. Batter will be slightly lumpy. Okay, sounds good. So we're just gonna stir. Hopefully I don't knock you all over. I'm just using like a rice cooker spoon so that I don't, again, damage the pot. And oh, I also need to, I need to heat up some butter to like butter up my baking pan. And then I'm just gonna pour this in, and it says 15 to 20 minutes or so. So yeah, this is our before, and I'll show you all the after with the completed chili too. And here is how it's doing. The chili is done, and the cornbread mix is in the oven. Cornbread's done. Bon appetit. I'm gonna have this with the medication I got today from the doctor. I have a cold and I got rapid tested for COVID and the flu. Luckily, I don't have either, but I did get some prescriptions. Usually I'm not the medication type, but I've had this like viral cold is what the diagnosis was for like 4 to 5 days already. So it's time. It's the doctor said it's gonna take like 1 or 2 more weeks to get out of my system, but it's definitely time. So the medication I'm taking is just a nasal spray to help with the nose stuff, and then this cough medication, it's just like 2 pills a day. Spray too, it's also twice a day, once in each nostril. Another cough medication. So I have 2 cough medications and the nasal spray. The nasal spray I don't need to do with food. I mean, I don't have to take the cough medication with food either, but the nasal spray is separate. I just do that in the bathroom. And Cash is supervising dinner. Taste test. Yeah, this pretty much hits every time. Yep, like 10 out of 10. Just gonna end the night watching some Netflix, probably some Singles Inferno, and then Jiji is already passed out, by the way, over there. Hope everyone's having a good start to the month. Love y'all, sweet dreams.